have a stability ball available.
You're going to be doing everything in triceps. There's going to be 4 different triceps.
I think that
some machines included in here, and less in the way of cables and bands. So if you, okay, so the fine movement and the stability ball also. Any stability ball move, it's going to be your hardest stability ball available. Like the hardest, heaviest. You can do them of all 3 movements. Mat. The next one is going to be a combination upper lower. I think that based on that one, your heart rate will come up if you're using the right amount of weight. And then the third movement is going to be 4. Okay, so the first movement is pretty straightforward strength movement. As well as the program A. It's going to be your hardest. We're going to start like regular old step-ups, which I'm not going to demonstrate. We're just going to walk the next one is going to be a combination upper lower. As you're stepping up, that one your heart rate will come up if you're using the right amount of weight. And then the third movement is 4. So mix 4 in on program B. And then when you step back down, A. We're going to start with regular old step-ups, which I'm not going to demonstrate. I'm just going to walk you through what you want to be thinking about as you're stepping up. So all the way up, drive down through the heel, in particular, all the way down. On top, all the way up. Try not to push off the ground all the way down. This one. But keeping those toes pointing forward. And then when you step back down, you have a mirror. Instead of just dropping that foot down, just do a little bit of a knee up so you keep those hips level as you step down, up and down, back on and over. So it's all the way up, push down, stepping back down. So that's your step-ups. Then you're going to do a static lunge with a wide grip, single arm, wide grip curl, and wide toes pointing forward. Hopefully you have a mirror. You have a mirror in front of you, so you can. So your static lunge is here, keeping those hips level, both level up and down, and over. Knees over the ankles, especially when you're stepping back down. I'm just starting. So that's your step-ups. Then you're going to do a static lunge with a wide grip, single arm, wide grip curl, and wide grip press. Curl and press. You've got rotation in the shoulder. So your static lunge is here. Right, a slight knee. Almost all the way down. All right. Ground. Knees over the ankle. About squeezing that left. You're not going to. I'm just starting down on the ground so you can see these ankles. So here's your starting position. You got a lunge, static lunge, curl, and press. Down in that lunge as I onto the shoulder, all the way up, press. Notice my knee. Almost all the way 8 to 12 reps on one side and then switch sides. Left glute. Then you got your stability ball. You set yourself up in a forearm plank. Going down into the lunge as I uncurl, curling on the way up, press. Get to the top of the movement. So you do 8 to 12 reps on one side and then switch sides. Then you got your stability ball, kneeling into a forearm plank, feet together. Hip extension, out to the side and back down. Other side. Hip extension, out to the side and back to center. At any time you start to lose integrity in the upper body or your hip starts to shift, just come down your knees for a second, reset. So we don't want this in the upper back, and we don't want to round out in the mid back, and we don't want the hips to come way up off the ground, right? So just take little breaks if you need to on those and reset. We're going for 10 on each leg, so that's 20 total. More leg work. We've got a front hold squat with 15-pound dumbbells to start. So front hold means dumbbells are right up in front of the shoulders. Right? Hips are tucked underneath to start. Feet are hip width. Come on down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, and up, 2. Make sure you're bracing your abs throughout, particularly at the bottom of the movement when you're going to start to feel a little pressure in the low back. That's when you really brace, and if you're still feeling it in the low back, just limit your range of motion. Maybe you only come down to here. But really squeeze those glutes. You're going to feel it a lot in the quads on the way down, focusing on the glutes on the way up. Reverse lunge plus a single arm dumbbell row, unilateral. So you only need one dumbbell. You're going to do all your reps on one side and then switch. So your dumbbell's gonna be in the right arm if you're lunging back with the right leg. I'd like to see a nice long lunge. So get that leg nice and long. Once you're down here, you've got your row and drive to that left foot. Lunge it back, row, complete the row, drive to that back foot. Other side. Nice long lunge. Get down there. Keep those hips squared off, row, and get together. After that, you have stability ball back extension with rotation. So, you know this one, you've got your feet up against the wall, belly on the ball, hands behind your head, lift and rotate, which is hard for me to do because my feet aren't gripping on the ground. Therefore, you want to have your feet up against the wall. So if you didn't have a stability ball, you'd be doing that down on the mat. Okay, or you could turn it into a Superman if you wanted to, if you didn't have a stability ball. Okay, so you need your mat for this. I'm encouraging you to do full push-ups to get stronger with those. So you're gonna start with full push-ups and allow yourself to go down onto your knees. Goal is to get in 20 reps. So each time you come back to this, make note of how well you did last time. Were you able to do 5 full push-ups? Were you able to do 6 full push-ups? Try to improve each week on the number of full push-ups you can do. And clearly by the time you get to the 3rd set, that's going to be more challenging. So I'm most interested in that first set, getting some really nice full push-ups in. So hands are, I'm going to start lying down on the ground. I've got my thumbs against the edge of my shoulders. Hands go down on the ground. That is the width that I want your hands. This mat is annoying. It's just the wrong size. So I'm going to curl it up underneath my knees. So I don't have anything underneath my hands. And up under the toes, glutes engaged. Inhale and push away. Come up. From here, full push-ups. Notice that my eyes need to be looking a little bit forward in order to have a neutral spine. Not up here, not down here. Looking forward. Down, 2, up, 2. Down, 2, up, 2. Down, 2, up, 2. I'm really interested in full push-ups. If you can only do 3, only do 3. Then get down on the knees. Make sure those hips are in alignment, that you're not like this. These hips are in alignment, show the straight line between the shoulders and hips and the knees, and continue. Make sure the shoulders don't come creeping up by the ears. You might have to bring your hands back down a little bit. If you're starting to feel that, you probably need to reposition your body. All right, so there's your push-ups. Then you're gonna go into cables. You're gonna see me using bands, but I want you to use the cables. Set up at chest height. You've got a combination of a fly and a step back. So find that point where you can extend your arms all the way out in front. For me, that's right here, right? Open up into my fly. Keeping that, this torso position, just touch back with one foot and fly. Touch back and fly. That's light for me, but a black band would be too heavy. I think with the cables, you're gonna be much happier with this movement than with the band. All right, then you've got side planks, and they're gonna be repeating side planks. So I'm looking for only a 2 to 5 second hold. It's really dark right here. You can see me okay. If I put the camera over there, I can't see my image in the sunshine. Put it over here, I'm all shadowed, so. All right, feet are stacked, shoulders, hips, ankles, all in one straight line. Elbow directly underneath the shoulders. Just sit here and think about your breath and lifting from your obliques. That's the first thing you need to be thinking about, because that's how you initiate the start of your side plank. It's not from pushing down on your elbow or pushing through the shoulder. So lifting, and then the whole body comes up, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. At the top of the movement in particular, make sure you're not caving in. These shoulders stay stacked on top of each other. Hold, 2, 3, and down. So you can change the rhythm throughout. You can do hold, 2. Next one you can do hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So vary that up. You'll do all of them on one side and then switch. Okay, your last set. More back and some tricep work. We haven't used your machine row in a while, so that's what we're going for here. We're going for the close grip on the machine row with the chest pad here. So your setup is such that your chest is up against the pad. When you reach for the handles, you should have to round out the shoulders just a little bit to grab those handles. That's how you determine the distance, right? So a little bit of rounding out the shoulders, and then when you pull back your shoulders, the plates should move. You should find that space between the plates, like you're starting the movement. Here's where you start. So from here, keep those elbows in close, squeeze the shoulder blades. Keep that back neutral, not arching and not leaning back and rounding either. So keeping that torso nice and upright, abs engaged, and row. Keep the elbows in close. So that's your machine row. If you don't have a machine row, you can do a cable row. Ideally, you'd set up a bench, you'd sit in front of the cables, you'd find the cable height with in line approximately with your chest, and you would do a cable close grip row. Okay, this is gonna be a hard one. You got a lateral lunge and a tricep press overhead. So it's a single arm movement, and this weight's a little heavy. All right, anyway, all right, so starting with a hand up over the shoulder, right? Hand up over the shoulder, and you're gonna bring the elbow back down to your lateral lunge and press as you bring your feet together. Elbow stays close to the head. The only part that moves is the hand. Just come right behind the shoulder and press up. I'm putting my hand here to help stabilize my shoulder because this weight's a little heavy. I'm gonna go the other side with the shoulder. Start into the tricep press, lateral lunge, and press. Lateral lunge and press. Much more controlled with the appropriate weight. If you get done and you feel like the triceps aren't burning, then just add a few more reps. Make sure you're keeping a neutral spine, you're not arching. You're going to start with the ball between your ankles, hands by your side, palms facing up. Find a neutral spine so you're not flattened into the mat. You have a little bit of space between your low back and the ground. Abs are engaged. Lower the ball. If you can go all the way to the ground, great. And lift. You start to feel it in your low back, check in on your abs. Are you drawing in? Are you drawing in? Are you drawing in? And lift. 15 reps is the goal. Those are hard. All right, so alternatively, you can skip the ball and do scissored leg drops, which are going to be substantially easier, right? If you can challenge yourself, if your abs aren't really tired by the end of that program, try the double leg drops. All right, that is everything. You had 4 tri-sets. A lot of core in there, a lot of coordination, and some strength. So I think that's a pretty well balanced one for you. Your heart rate's probably not going to get as elevated as it did in Program A, but muscularly it's going to be pretty demanding. So you're going to want to be pretty recovered on those days. Okay? Before you get into that mental game before you jump into your workout. All right, getting a good warm up. All right, looking forward to hearing how that goes.